Welcome back, Sidekicks. Max Reed here. Just finished reading Civil War, and I'm excited to talk about it. We have just a couple of days before Captain America Civil War is released, and so I'm going to throw a lot of content up all at once. I hope you enjoy all of it. Tell me which portions of it you like, which you don't. But we'll go ahead and call this part one, which I am going to do a non-spoiler review of Civil War the comic. And this is because even though it's 10 years old and it totally falls into my I don't care about spoilers timeline, this is definitely something that if you want to go into the movie with absolutely zero opinion on how things should go, don't read the comic. I'm not saying that they're going to butcher it, but I'm pretty sure that it's not going to have a lot of things. And when we get into the other aspects, the other videos, we'll go into more detail on that. But for right now, I'm just going to give you a quick review. Civil War 2006, like I said before, Mark Miller and Steve McNiven. Fantastic writing and fantastic art. I think that this is probably one of the better art at that time. Steve McNiven he did a great job. He really was able to encapsulate the feelings that these people were having, and believe me, there are a lot of feelings. So mostly just the main aspects of Civil War takes place in 7 issues over the course of the year, and you don't really have to read any of the other stuff. It's all filled in very nicely in Civil War 1 through 7. However, there are a lot of tie-ins. The Civil War storyline covers, I want to say, 98 issues from Road to Civil War all the way through to the Initiative. And the Initiative is, well, that's a completely other rat's nest when you start looking at it. But fantastic all throughout, especially they did some really interesting things like Civil War Frontline. Civil War Frontline was about the street level, about the newspapers and the tracking the street level people like Luke Cage and what's happening at that spot. And then there were also lots of great tie-ins. Civil War X-Men. What they want to do, who wants to get on whose side with that. There's also a lot of the Avengers teams, the offshoots. They all have their own storylines going on as well. Everyone's kind of involved in something. I wish that I could tell you more. There's just so much information in Civil War. It's so in-depth. But what I can tell you is that there's an absolutely horrible catastrophe. Because of it, the government's saying we need to have a Superhero Registration Act. It's not unlike the Mutant Registration Act that they tried to push through years before. But they're saying we got to hold these heroes accountable. And there's some people who are having problems with this sudden, okay, boom, you have no rights as a hero anymore unless you can fall in line with what the government says. And so you're going to fall down on both sides. And this story, they did a very good job. Obviously, if you guys don't know this part, you're living under a rock. The main parties are Team Cap and Team Iron Man. I mean, that's you fall on one of those lines. Or do you? They did a fantastic job with making you at sometimes go, oh my goodness, Iron Man is totally correct. He is right. We should absolutely follow him. And then other times when you say, oh my goodness, what's he doing? Captain America is absolutely the one that we should be following. I'm totally on his side. And it pushes you back and forth. And more importantly, it pushes everyone inside the story back and forth. And that's really what I think is super special about it. If you guys want to see my spoiler review, go ahead and take a look down in the link in the description. There's a link there. And I'm going to go into so much detail that my head's going to explode. But I'm also going to forget a lot of stuff. So remember, if there's things you want to talk about in the comments, please do. Guys, please be nice. This is a spoiler-free video, so please keep the comments spoiler-free. Help people out. As always, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'll catch you next time.